so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And some space here. And it's a Packers touchdown. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about it.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. They juked him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Next receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in week.
Touchdown, Packers! 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
14, Vikings, nothing.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2 yards, good enough for first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They run the counter with Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, it's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Cousins now to throw on first down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Zach Davidson.
29 yards.
And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Packers 14, Vikings 7.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play of who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did, so you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes, and the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 39, Rodgers looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already. So he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Jones is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Jones again, and not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during the ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Now a design run with Jefferson.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Rodgers now on first down. He's got it. And he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7.
21, Vikings 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Cousins. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Well, backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Up the middle, Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Viking 17-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
An inside give to Jones. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now the toss to Jones, rolling right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So they tried runs on 1st and goal and 2nd and goal, got stonewalled. Now from here, they've got to throw, right?
I would think so, and I would think you also maybe want to come up with something different in terms of formation. Maybe spread things out a little bit. Even
under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal.
Johnson's kick is good.
But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. But this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there. This to make it a 3-score game late. Johnson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Rashawn Gary in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach had plenty to say about this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
Johnson's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, Cousins steps away.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play action now. Cousins. Flushed out right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Fourth down, Cousins.
Oh, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire game.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The give is to Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
63 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations
where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game.